If you're in the middle of going through a breakup with your ex-girlfriend and you're trying to figure out when is she going to end up missing you, obviously it's not an easy situation to deal with. It's very difficult, and you're just trying to wrap your head around this whole process. But the good news is she's going to end up missing you eventually. Now, there is hope, so don't just think it's over, that there isn't a possibility she won't come back. That isn't true at all. When it comes to relationships and love in a person's mind, they function like an addiction. There's been experiments that have shown that romantic love engages with the reward system. So when it comes to somebody who's addicted, they have to get their fix, and the reward system tells them, hey, keep coming back for more. Now, how does this apply to relationships? Well, you could say that your ex was once addicted to you because she formed a habit. A habit takes about 66 days to form, and she has to break those habits now because you're no longer together. And during this process, she's going to think about you. She's going to eventually wonder what you're up to, because as you're in no contact, you shouldn't be reaching out, or you shouldn't be texting her, asking her friends how she's doing, asking her family, anything. You got to stay mysterious and just stay away. And during this time period, she's eventually going to wonder and maybe even miss you. Because remember, when you're quiet and not saying anything, it gives you an advantage because now you're a mystery to her. She's thinking, okay, what is he up to? I haven't heard from him in a while. Remember, these patterns are in her mind because she once had an attachment to you. So it doesn't just detach overnight. She's going to think about you. And when you're going through the stages of a breakup for a woman, she's going to feel a relief when you first break up with her, because she wanted to break up and she needed to move on with her life and figure herself out, right? So that's what she's going to feel right away. Don't feel offended. Don't feel like you're going to lose her forever. It's not the case. Because as time continues to move forward, she's going to start questioning the decision, right? And as she questions it more and more, she's going to start to get anxious and be in fear of losing you. And it works really well because if you're in no contact, if you're staying away, doing everything you're supposed to do as a man to get better, well, she's going to be on the outside and thinking to herself, man, I might have missed the boat here. I might have messed this whole thing up. So, how long is it going to take before she misses you? I would say 2 to 3 months at best. Could be a little longer, but you got to be patient with this process. And eventually, she's really going to miss your presence, especially if you handled yourself correctly, if you respected her wishes and just moved on peacefully. Even if you begged and acted needy for a moment, if you just pushed away and moved on with your life, awesome. That's really good because you have a great chance of getting her back. Now, if you have no intention of getting her back, that's another story. But we're focused on, you know, getting her back and you guys reconciling things. And when she does eventually reach out, don't act clingy. Don't act like you've been waiting for her phone call this whole time and you haven't been able to move on with your life. Do not be this way, because if you do, it's just going to end the same way. She's just going to move on because you haven't changed at all. So don't act that way at all. Just play it cool. Pretend like, you're just catching up as friends. You know how you catch up with an old friend after a year or two and you act like nothing's changed? That's how you want to approach the situation. Act like it's not a big deal. Try to get her one-on-one. You want to make sure you get face-to-face so you can reconcile and work on things. And yeah, that's all you got to do. So does it take a few months for her to miss you? Yeah. But if you stay patient and you learn to practice self-control, you work on your purpose, you focus on the things that can improve your life, it's going to work out in the end. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure you like. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts of how long did it take your ex to miss you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.